I'll get to questions real quick. The biggest thing to me is, and in the post game in there with the players, the offensive and defensive linemen all got game balls, and you're not going to go play good against this team unless you get great performance from your defensive front and from your offensive line. And certainly we got that done today. 7 sacks, I believe. Obviously, when you get ahead, you get a chance to rush the passer a little bit more. And then this team had been giving up 85 yards a game rushing. And I really have a great deal of respect for their defense and how they play and what they do. And to go run for 145 yards or whatever it was, it does start up front, and the fullbacks, tight ends, and certainly our backs played well. We didn't give up a sack against this group, and I think our coaches put together a good plan. I think our players executed it, but it still comes down to one-on-one. Blocking the guy in front of you, and that's what we talked about all week, that our players, every one of our players in this game was going to be going against a real good player. So it was a great opportunity for them to compete at a high level against real good players. During that 6-game losing streak, what I take from it is our guys, as I told them, I appreciate them a great deal because they kept fighting and competing, and we went through some real adversity in terms of the injury thing, and there's some guys going in there and fighting as hard as they could. The guys we played with in the offensive line against Chicago, against Denver, they shouldn't be put in that position at the point where they are in their career, and they fought hard and competed, and obviously after the Denver game, it would have been easy to say to shut the thing down, but our guys didn't. They responded.
Oh yeah, I think no question about it. Speaking offensively, when you don't punt, it's about as good as you can play. Obviously, we'd like to finish a few of those drives, but we scored the first 5 possessions of the game, and defense was great as well. Getting a couple of key turnovers, and it was just all around special teams, and it was good to win a big game like this at home against a good team. In some ways, it certainly does. When you talk about the division, obviously we got to win too and need some help. But we were sitting at 4-8 and needed the same thing to happen. There's more outs this year, wild card scenarios and who knows what. The one thing that stays true in all of the scenarios is we got to win our next 2 games, and I think we just got to, we've talked about that amongst ourselves. Let's just worry about us, what we can control, and that's going to Detroit on Christmas Eve. And if it's not enough after January 1st, then it's not enough. But we're going to go down fighting.